Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing okay. If you guys haven't seen my previous video all about my updates on how life got super crazy, I will go ahead and link it in the card above. Let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. If you haven't already subscribed yet, please subscribe to me below. So today I want to talk to you guys about how I'm overcoming my anxiety. I've been suffering from anxiety, especially pretty badly for the last 6 months or so, maybe even longer. And it's definitely been very debilitating and very, very hard to sort of navigate and learn, especially by myself, because I haven't gone to any therapy or anything, which of course is like always recommendable. But I found that some things have really helped me to sort of notice my patterns and to get out of them a little bit, because when you're so deep into something, it can be really hard to zoom out and focus on other things. I want to give you guys some of the things that I'm doing to overcome my anxiety. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So my number one thing that I feel like has helped me the most recently is having a morning routine or a morning ritual. I really like this idea of having a morning ritual. So something that you do every morning that you know that you can look forward to, that you really enjoy, that gives you a very positive feeling. So for me, it's having coffee in the morning and sitting and being relaxed. I'm really enjoying my first hour or so in the morning is having my coffee and either reading something. Right now I'm reading You Are a Badass at Making Money, which is super awesome because it puts me in a great mood. I'm doing all the exercises, I'm doing all the mantras, everything. And I feel like that's been such a great morning ritual for me, and it sets me up for a great day and feeling a lot less anxious than I normally would have if I wouldn't. So that's been something that's really great. And I would encourage you guys to explore a morning ritual. And if you have one, let me know in the comments below. My next thing is exercise. Exercise is a great way to help with your anxiety. And this is something that when I'm exercising, when I'm going to classes, I'm going to the gym, or even just going out for a walk every day, it makes such a difference. And I think it's just the dopamines that you get when you are exercising. I think that really helps. If you guys are very into brain chemistry and how that's all works and everything like that, the dopamines are released and you just feel super good. And that's a great way to relieve yourself from anxiety. So I would highly recommend that. Here in Amsterdam, I'm going to ClassPass classes. Of course, not right now because of the lockdown and everything, but they also have live streaming services. I'm not sure if you guys have ClassPass and where you are, but if you do, I would highly recommend it. So my next thing is to be out in nature. Again, I know this is maybe a little bit difficult if you're in a place that you can't be out in nature, but even if you can, just go for a walk by yourself, of course keeping distance at this time, and just being out in nature I think is something really, really nice. You can just connect with yourself, be a little bit quiet, make it a little bit of a meditation, repeating mantras. It's really helped me as well. I love being out in nature and seeing the flowers. I think that's also a really cool thing about going for a walk or something like that, is that you just kind of appreciate the nature and the beauty of the earth, and that really, really helps me to also feel better with myself, and that helps me distract myself from my anxiety. So I would highly, highly recommend, if you can, to just get out a little bit in nature, even if it's just for a walk to your supermarket. I know that's really helped me, and I'm sure it can help you too. My next thing is knowing my triggers. I know that there are certain things that I've noticed that I tend to feel more anxious whenever these things come up. So one of my triggers, I've been dealing with this for a while, is definitely talking about finances. I know that makes me very, very anxious. It's really hard for me to talk about that subject, but I know that's my trigger, and I know that I need to be more mindful when it comes to talking about finances, in the sense of I need to look at it from a bigger picture and know, like, if I'm talking with my partner about finances, I know what it is that I need from him to better communicate. So instead of me just locking up, me being able to be like, okay, this is my trigger and I'm not feeling good, maybe we can just pause for a moment, or maybe we can draw pictures instead of talking about hardcore numbers, because it's confusing for me and it just makes me very anxious. Things like that, to communicate better and know where your trigger is, and being able to tell that to the person that you're talking to if maybe you're feeling anxious. Knowing triggers is super, super helpful. Okay, so my last thing is to reach out to somebody that you love. I know that sometimes when you're anxious, you feel like maybe people are not understanding what you're going through, and it can be really, really hard for those people that don't have anxiety to know exactly what you're going through. But they're not gonna be able to help you if you don't tell them. Reach out to somebody that you love and that you trust and tell them that it's something that you're dealing with and it's been really, really difficult, and have them help you work through it. I think that's such an amazing thing as well, when you can just talk it out with somebody, whether it is a therapist, which I think is a great resource to have, or just your partner or a parent or a friend. They can understand what's going on with you, and you're able to feel a little bit better and feel more connected, because I know when I'm not feeling connected, my anxiety can get a lot worse. So I know it's super difficult in this time of social distancing, but always, you know, you can call somebody, or I know that also some therapists are doing like video sessions and things like that. So reaching out to somebody that you love or that you trust and you feel like you can tell your feelings to, and that maybe they can help coach you through it, I think is an amazing, amazing resource to have. So those are some of the things that have helped me overcoming my anxiety. Of course, not every day is perfect, but they have really, really helped me, and I find that I have more good days than bad days, and that for me is a huge improvement. So I hope that some of these help some of you, and I love you guys so, so much. I'm so sorry if you're feeling anxious in this time. I am always here to chat if you need it, and of course, if it's getting to a point where you feel like you need professional help, then please reach out to somebody. They're the experts. They're the ones that are going to be able to help you the most. So I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.